Hey everyone, this is episode What Kate Did. I don't know about you guys, but I am really enjoying rewatching these episodes, and I can't wait to hear what you have to say about them. Let's get caught up on what we've missed out on because we're about midway through season 2 now. Um, Previously on Lost, okay, we saw Desmond. He was in the hatch, and he was in there pushing a button every 108 seconds after he put the numbers in the button in the computer. He was The hatch was built by the Dharma Initiative, and they were a group that were on the island. Well, we'll learn more about them later. Um, Also, we found out that there is a tail section. The tail section survivors from the tail section that were on the other side of the island. They actually ran into or found Sawyer, Jen, and Michael, who had been on the raft, which was blown up by the others, and they kidnapped Michael's son Walt. During the whole incident, Sawyer was shot, and in this episode, you'll see Sawyer. The folks from the tail section have gotten together with the those from the midsection, and Sawyer is recovering in the hatch. Uh, Also, before they met up, or Sawyer got shot off of the Lost. Before they met up, Anna Lucia, which is a major one of the major characters from the tail section, accidentally shot Shannon, and Shannon has died. And another primary character from the tail section is Mr. Echo. He'll figure prominently in other episodes. We also have Libby and Bernard. Those are other important characters from the tail section we will see later. Hurley mentions the word transference at one time in this episode. Transference is a phenomenon of psychoanalysis characterized by unconscious redirection of feelings from one person to another. Another definition is a reproduction of emotions relating to repressed experiences, especially of childhood, and the substitution of another person for the original object of the repressed impulses. So, what I'd like you to do is during this episode, see if you can see where transference could be taking place. Also, want you to notice that all the parental issues that keep coming up in Lost, and basically, we have this island, but Lost is a really a study in the characters or the people on the island. Now, and one of the characters could be the island itself. Damon Lindelof said, "Lost is at its heart a soul, a character study. We're fascinated as storytellers by what makes people the way they are." So, here's some questions I'd like you to consider. Does your family of origin have anything to do with who you are? Do you owe your parents anything? I like to read this little fairy tale called The Grandmother's Table. It's adapted from the Brothers Grimm. Once there was a feeble old woman whose husband died and left her all alone. So she went to live with her son and wife and their own little daughter. Every day the old woman's sight dimmed and her hearing grew worse, and sometimes at dinner her hands trembled so badly the peas rolled off her spoon or the soup ran from her cup. The son and his wife could not help but be annoyed at the way she spilt her meal all over the table. And one day, after she knocked over a glass of milk, they told each other enough was enough. They set up a small table for her in the corner next to the broom closet and made the old woman eat her meals there. She sat all alone, looking with tear-filled eyes across the room at the others. Sometimes they spoke to her while they ate, but usually it was to scold her for dropping a bowl or a fork. One evening, just before dinner, the little girl was busy playing on the floor with her building blocks, and her father asked her what she was making. "I'm building a little table for you and Mother," she smiled, "so you can eat by yourselves in the corner someday when I get big." Her parents sat staring at her for some time, and then suddenly both began to cry. That night they led the old woman back to her place at the big table. From then on she ate with the rest of the family, and her son and wife never seemed to mind a bit when she spilled something every now and then. Have a good day.